What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Teach Me Money Methods. I've got a quick video for you today, just doing some niche research this morning for creating a Amazon KDP coloring book, and I've come across a couple niches worth noting. They're not extremely in demand, but they could be something worth going for. They would require you to spend a little bit more time on the interior to customize it, but you should be able to pump out an interior in probably about 30 minutes or so. Let's look at a couple different niches real quick. So I've got mindset coloring books for boys. This does, if I delete right there, come back, this actually is a searched for term. People have searched for it, and you'll notice that there's only 143 results. So it's very, very, very low competition. And you can just kind of see it's pulling the number. I believe it was 43%. I like to go for anything that's over 40%. Let the tool do the analyzing. If you stuck with what they're recommending at only 63% or higher, it becomes pretty hard to find niches. You can find them, but you will have to spend hours doing niche research. So the rule of thumb that I go off of is usually going based off of how many results there are. I like to stay around the 2,000 mark. If it's 2,300 or something like that, that's fine. So really under 3,000. Up here, and I don't know why the tool does this sometimes for me where it extends out, but it must be my screen or something like that. I don't know. But and then when you look over here at the average BSR, I like it to be under 500,000, which means that if you ranked a book at 500,000, you should be making at least 1 or 2 sales a month on the book. So, the whole point is not with this particular strategy. Making a book, you maybe not be putting ads on it or something, but you want to make a couple sales a month, and you want to have hundreds of those books up. And if you do that, then you will be making hundreds of dollars per month, right? So it's more of a strategy of kind of quantity and quality. Definitely produce quality work. But not every single book you put out can be going after massive niches without doing a lot of ad spend. And right now, my current strategy is no ad spend, just completely 100% organic sales. So we look through here, and there's some, let's look at some of the BSRs. We've got 338, 688, 3,000, 2,000. So you can look in here. I'm confident, brave, a boy, mindset type motivational book. There are some that are kind of more for girls in here that rank for that keyword. So that also tells me that there's not a whole lot on the front page that are catered to boys for specific coloring books. So that's another part of the of my observation that says that this is wide open to produce some books, and they're really easy. You just put some simple icons and elements on the page. This one doesn't even have any crazy good text or anything like that, and it's making sales and things like that. So that one's one worth looking for. And then one of those books kind of caused me to do a little bit more research on Supergirl Mindset coloring book, which is there's only 144 books on Amazon ranking for all, and you have an average BSR is a little bit higher, so this would be a little bit more of an experimental type niche. I wouldn't call this a red hot niche by any stretch of the imagination, but I would say that if you wanted to publish in this, as far as and see what ends up happening with your book, there is a potential that your book could do, be ranked 1,800,000 and sell one per month, or one every 2 months. Or you could be like this book here, who is just killing it, ranking on the top, ranking number 1. And then also right here, they have a sponsored ad. So I opened that one up. Whoops, we're going to do that in a sec. So if you Supergirl Mindset coloring book, it's got 123 reviews. It's going for $7.99. It's got 123 reviews, and we'll come down here and you'll see that's ranked number 2,105 in the bookstore. So it's selling multiple copies per day. It's got a very high ranking. And people like this book. It's got 78 pages, so it probably has about 35, I'd say about 35 designs. I create mine at 30 designs each, so right there with it. Since the book will be a few pages short, the way that I create it, I sell my books at $6.99 as well, so I think I'd still be able to compete just fine. Another thing, you can click on here and just see what the quality is. Nice looking cover, and looks like kind of like stickers on the background. So that the back page, it looks really, really cool, and their branding and everything. So it's definitely a professional book. They probably did have a designer create this book. As you can see, it's pretty unique. Doesn't look like any of these graphics would have been pulled from, and it's also the brand. So the person in the images is the same throughout. So it's definitely a branded, book. But you can hire a designer as well to do things like this. So it just kind of sparks your imagination. If you're an artist, you could do this yourself, or you can hire someone to do this and just say, hey, I want you to stick with the same, create a book like this and change the character to another girl and stick with the same character throughout the pages, and then come up with some quotes. You can even go to Google and get some motivational quotes, things like that. So in order to look and see if Supergirl Mindset is trademarked, you can come over here to the trademark tool. It's uspto.gov/trademarks, search the database, and then you go to basic search right here, and then we would do Supergirl Mindset. So Supergirl Mindset, and then you would submit the query, and there's no records for that string at all. So this means that you're safe to use that. But then one thing I like to do too is just see if Supergirl, if anything comes up with Supergirl. I know there's a DC Supergirls and things like that, but that's PC Supergirl, Cute Girl. Some of these would be surprising. Pay attention to live over here. DC Superhero Girls is trademarked, things like that. But and Supergirl, the one word technically is trademarked right here, but I'm not seeing any that are Supergirl by itself. That's two words. And so then that means that we are good, right? It ends right there. So even checking it, double checking, even the main keyword Supergirl, as two words is not copyrighted, so that would mean that it's safe to create this book. So I like to do that real quick, and then you can come over here and go into Canva and create a design. And I made one real quick, just to if you wanted to just make your own interior, you could, or you can draw or hire somebody to create graphics that are stay with the same character throughout. But just to show you how easy this was, we'll just do add page, and we can just add some text and just say, I will work hard. I just made that. I'm just making that up. So, you can come out here. Canva automatically gives you a nice guide. We can change the text to whatever. I used this appealing regular, but we can go over and use a different kind of font, maybe this one. And then under effects, we can come over here and we can make this hollow and look like that. You can make coloring books in Canva easier than ever now because they've added that hollow feature, which is just amazing. So you can do that, and then you would come over here to elements, and maybe I'll add in another star. We added in some different stars last time. And what I'll do is I'll come up here to the filter, and I'll make sure white's checked, and then I'll apply, right? So then it's going to bring back more likely images for us that would work in a coloring book. So that's cool. I'm going to add that right here underneath, and then maybe something else. Maybe that one would work. See, even this one, nope, because it doesn't have an outline. You need a black outline for it to work. This looks kind of cool and interesting and unique. So we'll add that in right here as well. Move it up. And then we'll go to elements and we'll type in superhero. And then we can just look for different stuff right here. And this is a girl themed book. So I would probably use a girl superhero and go like that maybe, and just kind of fit it on the page right there. That looks really good. So you can do cool things like that. Look at how that page kind of stands out. It's definitely unique. No one else, even though I'm using elements in Canva, no one's going to put that text with these three combinations. The likelihood of that is almost non-existent, because I've done 4 unique things right here, and no one else is going to make this interior. So this is how you make your interiors unique, and you could just keep going, add another page and just keep going. So you can really pump out one of these books in probably 20 to 30 minutes, depending how fast you are. But yeah, so if you wanted to try that niche out, I'm just doing some niche research this morning and came across that one. Might finish up with this and publish one of these books and join me. There's only 100 books in this niche. So hope you enjoyed the video today and it brought value to you. If you're new to the channel, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel so that you don't miss out on my next upload, where I talk about a lot of KDP publishing and I specifically coloring books. But I also talk about how to make money with PLR products and how to make money on YouTube and how to all kinds of different ways of making money online. So until next time, take care.